Oh boy. Okay, I'm. Oh, is it happening? All right, I think we have about a 60-second delay here, but that's cool. That is super duper cool. Just kind of burning a little bit of time here. This is my first live stream on this platform, so I am just kind of seeing if people kind of get around. I have one of these things though. That gives me a second to get started. Cracking. Here we go. Just a little bit of that. Unique New York. Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is time for Comics in the Making. Uh, I am Levi. This is the first live stream, YouTube live stream of Comics in the Making. And this is where I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what to expect when you hang out here at Comics in the Making, and also other places where you can find stuff that I am onto. Yeah, I'm doing all this crazy stuff. I'm a little bit new to this game here, at least as far as doing all the back and forths in real time. So please bear with me on that. I got a switcher who I've hired. His name is Neil. He's not here yet, but switcher Neil will be here for one of the upcoming episodes as well. I'm doing a live stream tonight rather than just cutting a video. Probably for not good reasons, but it's what I decided to do anyways. Hopefully having a chance to hang out and interact, engage with some people who just want to like talk comics. So, encoder overload. Oh my god. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Hopefully everything's kind of okay. Give me a shout if something's wonky on your end. So, but yeah, I'm just here to kind of get started doing this whole thing. Comics in the Making is basically a document about my journey to make my own comics. I've been a fan of comics since I was 14 years old, and that goes back to maybe a comic book reference for that time. I guess, I was 14 around the time of Inferno, maybe 13 around the time of Inferno, that storyline in Marvel Comics X-Men and related titles. So that'll give you a point of reference to me. I immediately started wanting to draw the comics that I was reading and seeing. I thought that was something that I could do, and I pursued that as a. And I've got to stop doing that thing. I do that a lot. Pet word, no good. So I tried to learn how to draw as a kid with really no direction, just mimicking what I saw. I think a lot of people, especially when that time frame was happening, that was sort of the gateway into comic book art. You see it on the printed page, so you just do what you see, right? Not understanding that the pencils were separated from the inks and all the other embellishments that go into it. Later on, after high school, I had gained a little bit more of a knowledge pool and got to start to, luckily enough, after high school, I was living around Los Angeles uh, in the east part of the county. And so I had lots of access to conventions and meeting artists, small artists, even sometimes some bigger names in those days. So that gave me a bigger snapshot of what I needed to do. And I think maybe at that point you started to see some more comic book oriented art books, if that makes sense. I know How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way came out maybe in the mid 80s, even though I didn't know about it. but they're, I think, starting to gain momentum. Certainly, Wizard Magazine with the little drawing section that they had in there gave a lot more of a window to what how to get to comic book art, if you will. So I was just eating all that up. I was a fan, and trying to draw comics. And unfortunately, when I got into comic books, I also got into two other things right alongside of it, and that was skateboarding and punk rock. And just like comics, I saw the comics and I said, hey, I want to draw this stuff like right away. Same thing goes with everything. I think it's a personality trait of mine. I see a thing and I can't just go, oh, that's cool to watch. I just want to see these people do the thing and enjoy that. No, I was like, oh, I can play hockey. You know, I do that kind of thing. I want to do it. So, and to whatever extent, more focus got put on playing guitar in punk rock bands than drawing comics. And although that's suited me pretty well over the years. The band I'm currently in. I've been in for 11 years, and we play all the time. But I guess maybe the other two kind of suffered as a result of that. And also maybe if you're playing guitar in a punk rock band, I think like how good you need to get is the bar is lower than you know. I mean, skateboarding. If you're having fun, it doesn't matter how good you are. There's no markup, for that. If you love it, then no matter what you're doing. But with comics, there's no to be a comic book creator, to be an artist, you don't have to be a master illustrator. There's a lot of room for a lot of people, but in order to get, I guess, what has been considered commercial success, or at least being able to do it, spend most of your time doing it rather than having to split between other means of acquiring a roof and sustenance, then we have to say, yeah, you kind of have to be a certain level in some sense. What that level is. I think it's unclear, but anyways. So yeah, I mean, playing punk guitar was probably the thing that I was able to get what I wanted out of it the most and the fastest. So comics and other stuff took a backseat a lot of the times. But I'm back. And for the last 3 years, I've been pivoting back to focus on doing comics. I've done a lot of stuff, done a little bit of game stuff and just illustration stuff. But finally, it's just like, do a damn comic. You know what I mean? And I'm going to slide back over to, excuse my reaching over the table. In order to, I guess we're doing something not good. I'm going to probably call this off for now.